Those looking for love must pursue their destiny. If you seek truth, you must find the undying myth. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
What's that all about? An old space helmet. The things we used to wear 1,000 years ago. Goodness knows what we looked like back then. But it was solar. This was the currency of the Solar Empire for more than 1,500 years. Solar. This was the currency of the Solar Empire for more than 1,500 years. My last lighter, a present from Bully. The last time I visited a tea house in my holosuite, the tea tasted like the smell of Gookie's feet. I've not really been into holo vacations since then. This is my info terminal with all the latest news of the day. Unfortunately, I don't pay as much attention to all this administrative stuff as I should. It's one of my weaknesses. But there's a holo message from Mandra.
Hello, Perry. Unfortunately, I'm not as patient as you are, and you're never available when someone wants to talk to you. Listen, I found out some quite alarming things regarding the charity exhibition I'm planning at the Thora Museum on Titan. I'm about to go and meet Bully on the terrace. There's something going on with Martel that he might be able to explain to me, but I'd prefer it if you were there too. Perhaps you'll be able to make it?
And who wasn't there? Me. I just hope nothing's happened to you. And what do Martel and Bully have to do with it? Wait a second. There's a message from Martel, too.
Perry, I'd like to talk to you alone as soon as possible. The best place to meet would be in my robotics lab in the Warringer Academy. It's about a new technology that we're developing, and I don't want it to fall into the wrong hands. I'll tell you more when I see you.
Okay, it doesn't look as though this new technology has anything to do with Mandra's abduction. But I haven't heard anything from Martel in months. So I'll ask him about it, at least. Contact IMO Martel.
The news blackout has been activated. All outgoing lines are blocked until further notice. Please try again later. The residence minister thanks you for understanding.
Now I can't even contact the outside world anymore. Bully's got a lot to make up for the next time I see him. My Positronics. Lautzi, the largest computer on Terra. It includes the largest database of information in the galaxy. I can check up on anyone and anything here. My cleaning robot. I've named it Piggy because it eats anything that falls on the floor. Unfortunately, that also includes things that fall on the floor accidentally. All I can do then is press the reverse button, and that's a real mess. That's Gookie's office. Gookie isn't there, but his door seems to have been damaged during the attack.
Attention, attention. The safety of all Solar Residence employees is threatened. Please evacuate the upper floors in accordance with the emergency plan. This is not a...
I'd never met you until today, Regent. And now so often. It's just a shame that circumstances are so... unfortunate.
Nice view of Terrania. It's pretty windy up here.
Unfortunately, I didn't study to meet this great robotics engineer. It looks pretty Arcanite to me.
Yuri, when was the last time you saw Mondra?
Mondra? Why? What's wrong with her?
She's been abducted. When did you last see her?
Abducted? Oh no. I haven't seen her since she parked her glider here this morning.
Did you notice anything unusual about her? Did she seem nervous or anything like that?
No, not really. She was friendly and disorganized, as usual.
Okay, Yuri. Thanks a lot. How am I supposed to find anything here? I don't suppose Bully will ever change, no matter how many cleaning robots he confiscates. A remote control like the one Bully always uses. Perhaps I can use that later. How's this supposed to work? This Discovery-class Omni-carrier looks like the Leaf Erikson. It is! Nice to see my first flagship among Bully's models. There are no words to describe how much I hate these blue ships. Every time they turned up, it meant nothing but trouble. This one's missing a piece. It just says... Lercier... That name rings a bell. The Marco Polo. Our first carrier-class ultra battleship. Back then, they were using the newly developed demisextra drive. I've been on so many expeditions with it. Bully's password. As far as I know, he changes it all the time. Usually he uses the name of one of his model ships. Which one?
called for me, Regent Rhodan.
Are you the technician who was supposed to come and get the positronics working again?
Yes, I'm sorry about the delay, but we're in a state of total chaos at the moment. It took some time for a shuttle to become available to fly me to the terrace.
So the transmitters are still down?
It looks like an impact has played havoc with the biocomponents of the building's positronic. Some of its information seems to be looped. It's just a small thing, really. But what with the security and the checks everywhere...
Can you get it going again?
I'm not sure if I know how to handle the system down there. After all, it's only the temporary electronic system. Nobody has used it since the initial construction. The technology may be outdated. I'll see what I can do. In the last 16 of the Colonial Cup? Imagine that!
All I want to know is when they're going to fire that coach.
Ah, good that you're here. I was just about to come looking for you.
What's up?
Just as I thought. The code is very... uncommon now. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do if I don't know the code.
What code?
The building's biopositronic component uses an outdated algorithm that I'm not familiar with.
Oh, really? But if the positronic is part of the biocomponent, then it's also part of the design. It would be best if you asked Ulan Soso, the designer of the bionic component. As far as I know, he's still alive. And it should be easy for you as Regent to talk to him.
Well, yes, in theory. But under these circumstances. Thanks for the information anyway. Would this help?
Oh, well, that explains a lot. Swoonish omegadecimal minuscules. It'll just take a little while for the electro circuits to close again.
Something seems to be wrong with this remote control.
Ah, yes. Let me see. Looks like a condenser inductor is out of place. There we are. It's as good as new.
Oh, that's a lunchbox. At first glance, I thought it was his toolbox.